YouTube, what it is, it's your boy Gettin, and I'm back in the car on a good morning drive, wishing you guys a good morning, and we got some things to discuss and talk about. Thank you, lady, for letting me go. Yeah, so good morning to you guys. I hope you guys have a great morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. Yeah. We got the weekend to enjoy. We got things going on. I hope you guys uh, have a great Friday and an even better weekend. You know what I mean? So we got to move through. We got to stay positive, no matter what the hell is that. Something was crawling on my hat, but it was just a little lint ball. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great Friday. Got to try to stay positive. Always try to find a positive in any kind of negative situation, or day, or week, or month. You know, you got to look at the positives. And of course, the sun is always in my eye, and I got to stay in the shade because I'm cool like that. I'm fly like that. I do it like that. Who remembers that song? In the comments, put the artist who made that like that song. If you are an old baby like me, you are an 80s baby like me, you already know. But yeah, so good morning to you guys. Talk what we're going to talk about actually is Maximum Football, my impressions, how I felt about the two games that I played last night, and we're going to talk about some Nintendo Switch 2 news that I think is kind of old news, but we're going to talk about it any goddamn way. And what was that third thing? Yo, that PlayStation 5 Pro, interesting launch. It's going to be an interesting launch. So yeah, let's get into it. My impressions for Maximum, I am impressed by all the work that this development team has put into this game and where it's going. If the gameplay continues to progress like it did just now, in the last say 2 years, from when I first played my first test compared to now, man, night and day. The game has progressed so much, like an immense progression. Even though, of course, there are some issues. You have some players glitching out, making weird movements here and there. Sometimes they're in position, sometimes they get out of position, sometimes they get in, then get out of position. Look, it took EA, a billion-dollar company, who don't really use their resources right, if you ask me. It took them 15 plus years and still have issues with positioning in their gameplay. Even though it's much better now, they still have like major issues in their gameplay. Major issues in the positioning and player movement and stuff like that. But Maximum Football has accomplished a lot in that short amount of time that they've been in development. It's not like they could take the coding from the old Maximum Football game. And I've been meaning to do this video for a while now. For a long while. I just never got around to doing it. Maybe I'll get to it, who knows. With me, I'm all over the place. Rach, good morning. Sutter, good morning. And Flower Lay, good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. Good morning to you guys. I hope that you guys have a great Friday. Over here, it's Friday in New Jersey. It's 55 degrees. It's not too bad. It's nice fall weather finally, instead of the summer weather that we've been getting. But yeah, I mean, that's a positive to look at, you know, that the weather is actually kind of like normal right now. Before, I don't know where you guys are from, but yeah, thank you for wishing me the same. I appreciate it. I don't know where you guys are from, but hey, it's been hot over here in New Jersey, East Coast, America, whatever. It's been hot. I'm like, why is it hot? This global warming thing is too real right now. It got to be a little cooler, even though I love the warm weather. But yeah. So back to Maximum Football, of course. Yeah, for an independent or double A development studio that has grown quickly, I think that the sky is the damn limit for this football franchise. I think they know what gamers want, and I think they're going to try to mold them together. A lot of gamers want fast, twitchy gameplay for a football game, but gamers like me, simulation heads like me, we want realistic movements. We want those details, those footsteps. We want the right positioning. We want details within a team, like team positions. You know, we want right placement of those players. We want realistic outcomes and all that. So that's really hard to do, you know, really hard to develop, you know. Hey, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming in here, and stay positive. Hey, Adam, stay positive, bro, talking about my camera. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? We're supposed to be positive. The core of it, if you don't know nothing about games, right, which I talk about, I'm a gamer, right? The other core element is to be positive. And I don't have the worst camera in the world. Because if I had the worst camera in the world, it wouldn't even work. How about that one, buddy? How about that? But yeah, you know what? I got my tires rotated or whatever. I think one of my tires got a little bubble on it, and it makes my camera jiggle and shake. Before it was smooth as hell. Now it bumps. It's going to really bump once I get on this highway. But anyway, so Maximum Football, the gameplay is so freaking smooth. I definitely recommend get this out of the way. The game it's a free-to-play game, right? But you get the bare minimum of that game. I think you could create a team, which is big, but you could play online, and you can play exhibition. That's it. You don't get the dynasty mode. You don't get ranked online, I believe, and other things you don't get. But it's only $40, right? $45. So I would just if you have the $40, I would put the $40 down. It's like an investment that we hope pays off. I think it's going to pay off, honestly, because they've shown me so much progression within 2 years. The game just kept getting better and better and better, and even now it's way better than what I played before. It still has some flaws. Last night I was playing the computer. I did a juke, then a spin, and I went through like 5 players, right? I went through all that. So I would definitely know that that's a glitch. That's not a gameplay design, but that's a glitch, and they should be able to fix that soon. And they might wait on it to get the physics all done, you know, and other things that they need to fix. There's some alignment that I think that they need to fix. Certain things that like when you pick a defense to certain offenses, the defense kind of lines up kind of weird. They need to fix that. What else? The controls feel pretty good, even though it's just a little sticky at the moment. But other than that, the controls are really good. The gameplay feels smooth. The player movement, like turning on an axis and shifting your body weight in this football game, I'm surprised they got that in at early access, right? I'm very surprised. And this is early access, not even a real launch yet. It's early access. So I'm very surprised that they got that done in early access. So if they got that done, all the other player movement stuff, that got to not be so far away. I'm thinking maybe a year. Definitely need more tackle animations. We need way more animations overall, for sure. But yeah, tackle animations is like the most immediate need. We need wide receiver catch animations for sure, a lot more. But they've improved on that greatly. So it's a lot. They did a lot of good work, man. They haven't put anything into the game where I'm like, you know what, that should not be in the game. They took a little step back, you know. So this Maximum Football game made by Maximum Modus, or Invictus Games. I mean, they've done their thing. They did their thing, and if I'm going to explain the whole story to you guys, if you don't know, EA, they're the only ones that can make an NFL licensed football simulation game, because instead of beating the competition, they decide to outlaw the competition. They signed a contract with the NFL, or they made the NFL sign a contract. Not made them, but persuaded them to sign an exclusive deal with them. And honestly, even though Madden and college football, whatever, sold pretty good this year, which is unfortunate, I honestly think that the genre of simulation football would be even bigger if it was 2 or 3 developers creating a simulation football game. So that's just the facts of it. That's just what I think about it. Maybe I should get a headset. Maybe that's what I should do. I should get a headset, put it on, put it through the headphone jack, and maybe that'd be like better audio. I just thought about that. Excuse me. Maybe my Bluetooth isn't so good for the phone. But anyway, yeah. So that's Maximum Football. I think the gameplay is good. It's gotten better. They need to add a lot more defensive. They need to add a lot more animations altogether, right? And I'll probably make a video talking about this in detail on the things that if they add it, watch out. And they got the power of the Unreal 5 engine, which is going to make the game progression even more spectacular, in my opinion. They're gonna be adding some crazy things to the game, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be very welcomed. The animation techniques and the software that Unreal has is like next level. It's next level, and it's just gonna get that much better. But yeah, so that's that. Other news, what we're gonna talk about real quick. We're gonna talk about this Nintendo Switch 2 news. Surprise, Nintendo Switch 2, it's going to be all backwards compatible. Yeah. Now, that's old news, but the question is, what kind of backwards compatibility is it going to be? Are they going to have the same cartridge slot that they had before in their, in the Switch 1 has that little cartridge slot? Are they going to have that type of backwards compatibility? Or is it going to be backwards compatibility when it comes to just downloads? Those are that's what really needs to be answered, and that's going to get answered, of course. But yeah, that news broke because they had to say something about the Nintendo Switch 2. The stocks had dropped a little bit. Then they make that announcement, and then all of a sudden the stocks pop right back up. Yeah, because everybody is anticipating the new Nintendo Switch system. The Nintendo Switch system is a great piece of machinery. It's great hardware. It's a great idea. But at the same time, it's not that type of machinery, gameplay software or game software that's going to last like 10 years, like what the PlayStation 4 could have done, and the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. These systems can last for like 10 years. Nintendo Switch, not necessarily, because they're coming back into gaming, a generation behind in terms of hardware. Software is always good for Nintendo. They always make great games for their fans and all that. But the hardware is always a generation behind of what the other two manufacturers do. But that's a good thing, because that keeps costs at a minimum. That keeps, when you want to go ahead and buy the Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo system, you're paying less money than you are with the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro, which we're going to talk about in a second. So I think that it's a good game plan, because they know that their fans are going to buy their systems no matter what, right? As long as it's not the damn Nintendo Wii. I thought it was an okay system. They didn't have port because it was really hard to developing games is ridiculous anyway in terms of difficulty level. But to develop for the Nintendo Wii U was even more difficult, and developing for the Nintendo Switch. Thank you. C. Bailey, what's going on, man? I don't know if you're still here, but you said that you're liking the gameplay so far. Been playing football games since the start. Yeah, man, that's good. You are a veteran simulation football gamer like myself. I've been playing games since I was 6 years old. I'm 44 now, but yeah, I've been playing every single football game that came out. I basically played. I want to say 98 or 95% of them I've played in some capacity. Every single football game, every single franchise. So yeah, I'm liking where Maximum Football is headed. But yeah, so I was talking about Nintendo Switch 2 news, and a little bit of history of Nintendo. But yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2, every game is going to be backwards compatible. The question is, what kind of backwards compatibility are we having? And what kind of what's going to be like, not the form factor, but what is it going to use cartridges again, the same slot? So is it going to be those games that are only backwards compatible, or is it going to be the downloadable games, or I have to download games onto that system, where how Nintendo is, I always have to buy a SD anyway, a micro SD anyway, to expand my storage. So only time will tell, but I can only imagine that that every game is going to be backwards compatible, and the games that we play, that we purchased before, we'll be able to play them on this new Nintendo. And I hope the new Nintendo gives like a facelift to a lot of these games and upgrades these games right off the bat, especially with their built-in DSSLR, DLSS, or Deep Learning Super Sampling Resolution. That's built into software, like the Unreal Engine is built into the software, but having it built into the hardware is a totally different game plan. So they might be able to get a lot out of a little bit, and that's Nintendo's MO. So let's hope. So now let's talk about this PlayStation 5 Pro. I've always felt these Pro systems are a waste of money. You can't have something that costs $500, $600, $700, whatever, have like these half steps of a console. You cannot. It's not going to do well, right? They surprised me with the PlayStation 4 Pro, how well that sold. That actually sold pretty good. But I truly believe this PlayStation 5 Pro, it's going to flop. Oh, it's going to flop. Because, look, it's real out here, man. Everything costs so much more money. Groceries cost so much more. Gas. Everything costs, well, maybe not so much gas, but everything your car insurance went up. Your cable bill has went up. Your health insurance premiums have, everything goes up. Oh my God. So what right does that give Sony to release another PlayStation system with 45 to 50% more power? That's not going to help anyone. A lot of people just stick with the PlayStation 5, and skip the Pro. The Pro is what? How much is the Pro? $699 or $599? It doesn't even come with a game. It's all digital. Got to buy a disc drive. And if you want another controller, which most people play online anyway, or if you want to get that Elite Dual Sense, whatever it is, that special controller like the Xbox Series Elite Series controllers, you're spending like $800. You don't even have a game. It's interesting though. Gran Turismo is running 4K 120 frames. That's interesting. I like that. But do you really have a TV that can do 4K and a refresh rate of 120 refresh rate? Do you have that, bruh? If you got that, good for you, man. You balling. You are balling if you have all those things. Yeah. But yeah, I just think that PlayStation 5 Pro, I think is gonna flop. I went to GameStop yesterday because I work in downtown Patterson, and I was helping out the homie with carrying it because it is downtown Patterson. People will mug your ass. We got some crazy people out here. Downtown Patterson. This dude was running around bucking ass naked, no clothes on, jumping on cars, breaking people's windshield wipers and stuff. The cops came and tased his ass. That did nothing. Dude had that crackhead invincible zombie strength. He took 2 tasers and just took the coils and pulled them off like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. They had to tackle him down, his naked ass. And you had the police officer backing away instead of taking care of business. But I'm glad that they didn't shoot the guy, even though he's, mentally out there and on some kind of drug, obviously. So I'm glad that they didn't kill the guy. They could have killed him, but he was butt naked. He had no weapon. His only weapon was his butt crack. So I'm glad that he hopefully will be okay. But yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, so I walk with this person. There's nobody there to pick up a damn PlayStation 5 Pro. No line, no nothing. I remember there being a line for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, all these. Every time when the PlayStation comes out, there's always a line. There's always some kind of a wait. But there was nobody wanting to get that PlayStation 5 Pro. So in the comments section, or when you rewatch this, or whatever the case is, let me know if you've actually seen the PlayStation 5 Pro, if you guys are interested in buying it, or if you want to buy the PlayStation 5 Pro at some point. Me, I don't want to get anything. Hey, Sony put out their games on PC, so I'll be getting those games on PC and playing with my Xbox controller. I would think about getting a PlayStation system, but there's no point. What's the point? There's no point, because these games are going to be on PC anyway. And as always, as soon as I'm about to end the live, I get more people in. So if you come in, thank you for coming in. Rewind it, listen to me babble and ramble on as I always do about various subjects. And again, I wish you guys a great morning. It is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday, so that's all easy positive to find. And I hope you guys have a great Friday and weekend. You guys have a good one. Download Maximum Football. It's free to play. It's only $40 if you want to put some money on it. Your boy did. I gotta support, I gotta represent, I gotta promote too. I have to. Just me personally. Nobody's telling me to promote anything. But I really do think Maximum Football, they've made a lot of good progressions with it. Of course, there's some issues here and there, but I think they made a lot of good progressions with it, and it's only going to get better. So definitely download it, definitely play it, enjoy it. And if you got a couple dollars, go ahead, throw it at Maximum Football. Why not? Especially if you spend $125 on freaking Madden, or $150 on Madden in college football. Waste of times that was. Sold the same game. But anyway, it is what it is. You guys have a great day. Happy Friday, and we are out of here. Thank you for viewing. Please like the video, and subscribe. It's the first time to the channel. Why not? I got more content coming your way. Peace out. We out of here. Yeah.